Montemayor.
And I'm Mia Montemayor.
Welcome to United ITV News, a program that will show you what's happening at United ISD.
You'll see events and activities that take place in our district.
On today's show, 9 UIC high school students are named All-State musicians.
And LBJ High School gets a new football coach. We'll meet him.
Those stories and more are coming up
on this exciting edition of United ITV News.
UIC recently announced its All-State musicians for 2017.
9 students were selected for this honor.
For the first time, students from all 4 UIC high schools were represented.
We're very proud that we had 9 high school musicians qualify for the Texas All-State band or choir. And actually, they're still yet to have their auditions, but 9 students will be represented United ISD at the state level.
From the United High School Choir, Sofia Briones, a soprano, was selected. For United High School, we have Joel Hernandez on clarinet, Romel Nunez on alto sax, and Jesus Diaz on trombone. From Alexander High School, we have Martin Doliento on clarinet and Kihun Rim on bassoon. For United South High School, we have Jesus Mendoza on trumpet and Josue Gonzalez on tenor sax. And from LBJ High School, we have Alex Monsivais on trumpet. Congratulations to all these talented students.
Alfonso Calderon is the new head football coach and athletic coordinator at LBJ High School. Coach Calderon was introduced to his players at a brief ceremony. Principal Armando Salazar has a big say when it comes to who works at his campus. He wanted a man who can help these students develop into mature young men.
When I went out there to looking for a coach, that's what I wanted. Somebody who can come in here, teach you the game, and teach you how to be people of good character.
More recently, Coach Calderon was an assistant at LBJ under Coach Villaseñor. He also spent time working in Houston. Coach Calderon shares something in common with many of his players. As a boy, at the age of 12, Calderon moved to El Cenizo. His parents still live there.
It's a humbling upbringing, and so I can relate to these students very well. And when they are coming to school and looking for their aspirations and dreams, and hopefully they will get that through our program and through Lyndon B. Johnson High School.
Next season, expect the Wolves to use multiple schemes on defense, either 3-4 or 4-3. On offense, the plan is to use multiple formations, look for plenty of shifts and backs in motion. Coach Calderon says he wants to develop his players into productive young men.
I would want my players to say at the end of their careers that the program made them better individuals and better people.
The Early College High School held a lottery to determine who can attend next school year. The Early College High School is located on the campus of Lyndon B. Johnson High School. 8th graders throughout United ISD submitted their names for this drawing. Students at the Early College High School will receive college credit from Laredo Community College.
We're choosing 125 students. 101 are from the LBJ feeder pattern and 8 from each of the respective other high schools, which is Alexander High School, United High School, and United South High School.
Along with a high school diploma, early college students can earn up to 60 college credits from LCC. For those students who are admitted, the cost of tuition and books are covered.
LBJ High School held an attendance rally earlier in the school year. Students with perfect attendance were eligible to win a variety of excellent prizes. Some 40 LBJ students won a prize. These included televisions, speakers, and cameras. School administrators say attendance is a vital component to success in school.
We do take pride in promoting attendance here at our campus, but also we take pride in our students who, of course, come to school every single day.
After being treated to a mid-afternoon snack, names were called out to hand out the prizes. These never-absent rallies are held several times a year. To take part, students must have perfect attendance during any 9-week period. At the end of the school year, a drawing will be held and students from all 4 United ISD high schools will be eligible to win a new car.
After competing in a tournament in Dallas, the Alexander High School cheerleaders returned home as national champions in their division. All of the hard work put in by these student athletes paid off. The girls spent hours practicing after school.
It's crazy. You meet these girls and they have all different personalities and they're wonderful. You bond, they become family. You spend half of their time with them. I spend more time with them than I do with my actual family.
The Bulldogs cheerleaders won the National Cheerleading Association's National Championship in the medium intermediate category. These talented girls also won the Herky High Point Award.
We ended up getting first in our division for intermediate medium, and out of 17 teams, we beat them in the nation. And we also got the honor of getting the Herky High Point Award. That means we beat 104 teams out of the competition.
Jose Munoz, a student athlete at United High School, signed a letter of intent to run cross country for the University of Texas Permian Basin. A signing ceremony was held in the school's library. Jose was joined by parents, friends, classmates, and other well-wishers. Before signing with the school, Jose had the opportunity to visit the campus.
During the season, I got invited to an official visit, and I already knew right there that I was more chance of going to get an offer. And after a while with the visits, and I got an offer made, and I accepted the commitment to run for the university.
Jose has been running since age 10. After a few speeches, Jose signed on the dotted line. UT Permian Basin is located in Odessa, Texas.
Students at the United 9th grade campus finished their semester by taking part in a popular trend. We'll explain.
Ms. Galindo's pre-AP Magnet English class participated in a new way of learning the writings of Shakespeare. Students were able to act out Romeo and Juliet while continuously learning and understanding the vocabulary of Old English.
It's pretty good, I really like the story because different language, like the way they speak and the way they talk. And I like playing table.
Acting the story out during class gave students the enthusiasm to want to read and engage more in class. Students dressed up in period clothing and made props to make the tale come to life.
I think it's a better way of learning than just assignments. It's been a different scenario from modern times and compared to the old times and how they act and most of all their language.
Learning the Shakespearean dialect can be very difficult for students to understand, but providing a creative outlet for students to actually see and act with that type of language can give the student a grasp of the vocabulary.
Learning the vocabulary of the century, of those times, it's different from our modern vocabulary, our modern usage of the words now. I thought that was a different experience.
It's pretty fun because you don't just do this every day. It's something special, something good that comes to your class. You don't do it in every class, so it's pretty good.
After working very hard this semester, Ms. Galindo decided to have a fun break from the everyday to be a part of a trend that was taking over social media.
The challenge was called the Mannequin Challenge, and it was something that was going on every time you looked at anything in social media. Instagram had it out, Facebook, it was on TV. And so we had already done Star, we had already read Romeo and Juliet, so it was time to enjoy it. And so that's what we did. It was a Mannequin Challenge.
Let's take a look at the Mannequin Challenge video shot by Ms. Galindo and her students.
Black Beatles in the city, be back immediately to confiscate the money. But you said you didn't receive. Just like we'll need.
The Youth of the Month program recognizes outstanding high school students in our community. Students are chosen based on their academic success, their extracurricular activities, and their service to the community. Congratulations to these United ISD Head of the Class recipients for the month of January. They are Andrea Peña of Alexander High School, Stephanie Lugo of LBJ High School, Maria Castillo of United High School, and Jario Alcantar of United South High School. The Head of the Class program is sponsored by U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
Students at Los Obispos Middle School were entertained by Joe Hayes. Hayes has a unique way of telling stories in English and Spanish.
Well, I'm here to share some stories with the students and share some of my ideas about writing and storytelling, and also about choosing careers too, because I have an unusual career.
He had several books for sale and took time to autograph them for students. The stories written by Joe Hayes are based on folk tales.
It's kind of an exercise in using their imaginations, because when you tell a story, the listeners really create the story with their imaginations. And I think they take that process with them into reading also, because that's when you really start to enjoy reading, is when you become active with your imagination as you read.
Reading the work of folklorist and anthropologist, Hayes began gathering old stories. Hayes' collection of stories comes from the American Southwest. They include tall tales, old cuentos, and Native American stories.
If you find something that you really enjoy doing, then that's what you should really do with your life. Do something that's really going to be satisfying, because that way you will be contributing more to other people through that.
Coming up on United ITV News, Chalmers Elementary holds a ribbon cutting ceremony. We'll tell you why.
And a father and son have an emotional reunion at Muller Elementary. We'll explain.
Don't change the channel.
You're watching United ITV News.
It's projected that in the state of Texas, over 715,000 new high-paying jobs in science, technology, engineering, and math will be created by the year 2018. To meet those demands, United ISD is encouraging students to pursue a STEM career. Our early college, 3 magnet schools, new science labs, interactive classroom technology, and excellent teaching staff continue to improve the quality of education in our district. United Independent School District is investing in our children's future.
This school year, let's keep Laredo's children safe by following these important safety tips when driving through school zones. Slow down to 20 miles per hour and be extremely careful when driving near schools. State law prohibits the use of cell phones in school zones. If you see a school bus with flashing lights, remember to stop until the bus resumes motion.
Failure to heed these warnings could result in fines or jail time. By staying alert and observing all traffic laws, we can keep our kids safe.
Have you been invited to a United ISD senior prom but you don't have a thing to wear and you might be a little short on cash? Well, don't despair. United ISD's prom project could help. UISD is collecting new and gently used formal dress attire. Please donate and help make a student's dream come true. Donations can be dropped off at UISD's main office at 201 Lindenwood or call Rosie Cruz at 473-6331.
Listen up, all United ISD high school students. It's time to feel the burn. Don't be a dumbbell and miss classes here, because you could miss your chance to win a new 2017 Kia Soul. The UISD Never Be Absent program is back. All you have to do is have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and you'll be eligible to win a new car, courtesy of Sames's Kia in the Classroom. Get pumped up, go to school, and win a new Kia Soul.
Chalmers Elementary hosted a ribbon cutting ceremony.
The ceremony marks the opening of a new classroom wing, a new gymnasium, and a new office area.
Principal Zaida Gonzalez said the new facilities at the campus will help with the school's mission.
And when we see the renovations and when we see the construction, I just want to let you know that that really truly helps our learning community.
Earlier in the school year, Chalmers Elementary also earned the distinction of being named a National Blue Ribbon School. The improvements to the school came courtesy of the bond construction program approved by voters in 2013. The ceremony was held in the school's brand new gymnasium. The ceremony featured performances by the choir and the school's cheerleaders. The highlight of the event was the ribbon cutting.
Muller Elementary arranged an emotional homecoming for an active duty military man and his son. A student, Alvin Alfaro, got to see his father, who had been serving overseas in the U.S. Air Force.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again. Just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom.
Muller Elementary arranged an emotional homecoming for an active duty military man and his son.
A student, Alvin Alfaro, got to see his father, who had been serving overseas in the U.S. Air Force. Tech Sergeant Jose Alfaro had been away from his family for a little more than 7 months. Using a star rally as cover, the Alfaro family was reunited.
I was not expecting all this. I have no words to really explain myself with everything going on, and at the same time, I really want to thank everyone that came out. My son is excited. I'm excited. I just don't know how to tell everybody thank you. It means a lot to us, and thanks everyone out there that's still doing their job after me, the guys that paved the way for me to be here today.
I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
A press conference was held for the Heroes Run Wild for Scholars Run and Walk event. The goal was to raise scholarship money for qualified high school seniors. The press conference was held outdoors in front of the Student Activity Complex Auditorium. The Heroes Run Wild for the Scholars Run Walk offers participants a fit and healthy start to the new year. The press conference featured a fitness session with students and members of the law enforcement community. Those who took part in the event received a t-shirt, a certificate of participation, and a medal for division winners. One of the event sponsors, Blue Cross Blue Shield, generously donated $10,000. All proceeds from Heroes Run Wild for Scholars will benefit eligible students from all 4 United ISD high schools.
United ISD employees and members of the community gathered on a Saturday morning for a good cause. For the 6th year, the district invited everyone to take part in the Heroes Run Wild for Scholars 5K Run and Walk. The event took place at the Student Activity Complex. Those who took the field were enthusiastic. Hundreds of runners and walkers and a few generous contributors made it possible for the district to provide scholarships to qualified high school seniors.
We do have a $10,000 grant that we received from Blue Cross Blue Shield for this event. And as you can see, we have already our runners registering for on-site registration. And we're looking to have about 300 participants today, all for the benefit of our Partners for Scholars program, which we will give $1,000 scholarships for our students, our graduating classes of 2017 from our 4 high schools.
I run with my family, and I think it's something very creative, and I think the whole community should get involved. And it's something very, very positive for our kids. That it helps out raise funds for our scholarships.
The activity was dedicated to the memory of Adriana Rodriguez and Karina Villarreal, 2 local educators who died in an accident while jogging. The event also featured a health fair for the participants. Local health providers shared information and performed some health screenings. A related effort to raise scholarship money took place at the United High School 9th grade campus. The school gym was the site for the district's Let's Move for Your Scholars Untamed Zumba Masterclass.
All the profit will benefit students from UISD with the scholarship so they can attend college. So we want to say thank you to all the community for their participation, to some of our sponsors for making this event a reality today.
Some 360 people took part in this event. In addition to raising scholarship money, the Zumba Masterclass also emphasized the importance of the health and fitness. Participants were bathed in light as they danced the pounds away. Qualified students from all 4 of United ISD's high schools will receive scholarship money from the funds collected here.
The Outstanding 8th Grader of the Month ceremony was held at Mary Help Christian School. The ceremony honors outstanding 8th grade students in our community. These are the best and brightest 8th grade students. The 8th Grader of the Month program is sponsored by the Laredo Police Department. Organizers say they want all students to do their best in everything they do. Here are United ISD's Outstanding 8th Graders of the Month for January.
Dream of being a coach just like Dad. From Antonio Gonzalez Middle School, Juan Alberto Lial. From Clark Middle School, Ruben Bonet. From Middle School, Vanessa Rodriguez. Obispos Middle School, Ricardo Vargas. From Salvador Garcia Middle School, Margarita Arrambides. From Trotman Middle School, Marian Bautista. From United Middle School, Andres Ceballos. Mia Montemayor. From George Washington Middle School, Anthony Vasquez.
Salvador Garcia Middle School hosted a career day for its students. Guests representing different trades and professions were invited to speak to students about their jobs.
We have our students able to see people from the outside, professionals from other areas that come in and share their experiences to make it a wonderful career day for our students.
Among those present included Rogelio Soto, and an attorney with the Public Defender's Office. He spoke to students about the criminal justice system at the local level. Soto represents clients who cannot afford to hire an attorney. He encouraged students to find a career they can enjoy.
At the end of the day, you want to find a career that you're happy about. Every day you wake up and you don't see it as a job, you see it that you want to be there, you're happy to be there, and that you're rewarded by your profession.
These students learned about careers in law enforcement. Local, state, and federal officers were at the career fair. This officer with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection also took time to talk to the students. He spoke about his job and showed students some of the tools of his trade. The Laredo Police Department's Special Weapons and Tactics team also made an appearance at the school. They spoke about the requirements that come with joining the police department. Students also heard from the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. They spoke about their love of the outdoors and how they observe native flora and fauna. Some employees with the Laredo Lemurs spoke about how they help spectators during the games. They talked about how they promote the team throughout the city. Other guests included gym owner and MMA fighter Sammy Luke. He spoke about his career as a fighter and encouraged students to channel their energies in a positive way. Alfonso Calderon, the new head football coach at LBJ High School, spoke to students about making good decisions and overcoming obstacles. Coach Calderon says bad circumstances are not permanent. He encouraged students to make positive changes in their lives. Organizers say the goal of this career day activity is to get students to understand that getting a good job or career requires a good education. The school is grateful to those who spend their valuable time with the students.
In an effort to promote the STEAM subjects, United ISD hosted its inaugural Steamboat Challenge. Teams of students worked together using science, technology, engineering, art, and math. In this case, art takes the form of design. Students created displays of their nautical creations.
We've learned how to construct a boat and how to make or design one.
Working models of these boats were put to the test. Although it is referred to as a steamboat challenge, these miniature vessels used wind power in the form of a hairdryer to accomplish their goal. Times were recorded. The goal is to have the fastest time.
Well, this is a great experience because they get to practice how to be an engineer and how to work as a team, which is very important because we all know that scientists don't work alone. So they all get to work together on this project, on this huge challenge, and they get to come together and collaborate with each other to finish this big challenge that they have.
The students worked for 4 months perfecting their boats. The Steamboat Challenge was promptly followed by an award ceremony. Coming in third was a team from Llano Elementary. Cuellar Elementary took second place, and the top spot was earned by students at Ruiz Elementary. Congratulations to all of these brilliant young students.
Students at Art Elementary received a generous donation from a group of educators. The Laredo chapter of Alpha Delta Kappa sorority donated backpacks and school supplies to the students at Art Elementary. Students and teachers at Art Elementary appreciated the donated school supplies. They were also very grateful to the donors.
So we're very thankful for the group, the organization, teachers involved from both school districts that were able to give our children the backpacks with all of the essential school supplies that our children need. And it's great to hear our children excited about what's inside those backpacks.
Alpha Kappa Delta is a sorority made up of local teachers and school administrators.
Mullet Elementary invited members of the community to talk to students about what they do for a living. This was part of the school's Career Day activity. The school received a wide variety of visitors representing many different jobs and professions. Sassy, a drug canine with the United ISD Police Department, made an appearance before a curious group of students. They learned how Sassy helps keep schools safe. Students also learned other lessons during Career Day.
They're learning about different careers in education, something they'll be able to do 15, 20 years from now. It's very inspirational. You know, one of these presenters here today will inspire one of these kids to further their education.
Also making an appearance was Billy Bote. Representatives from the City of Laredo's Solid Waste Department were at Mother talking about recycling and conserving landfill space. In another class, dental hygienist Guadalupe Perez showed students the proper way of brushing one's teeth. She had a large model of human teeth and an oversized toothbrush to aid in her demonstration. These agents with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection also spoke to students. They spoke about their job, their duties, and their responsibilities. Career Day lets students know that a good education is required to get a good job or career.
What we want our students to learn is that there is something out there for them, a career. You know, some kids really enjoy reading, math, and we want them to understand why they're studying, why it's so important to learn how to read and write.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And we have our own YouTube channel.
You've been watching United ITV News.
We hope you enjoyed our show.
I'm Alessandra Montemayor.
And I'm Mia Montemayor.
Thank
you for watching.